Yo, what is up guys, my name is Veronn, and today is gonna be the second episode of my The Art of Aggressive Recon series, where I'm trying to help you to get better at being an aggressive recon. And today I thought we're gonna talk about the best snipers for an aggressive recon and the attachments I would always recommend using. So, really quick, let's go over the attachments. For the scope, I would always recommend going with the lower times scope, so 6 times or 8 times, that's fine. All comes down to personal preference. I use the 8 times, just I simply got used to it. If you want to use these 6 times, that's fine. For the second attachment, I would always, really always, use the laser sight, just simply to increase your hipfire accuracy, because in some situations you're gonna hipfire a lot. Even though I don't recommend hip firing, always try aiming down sight. For the barrel attachment, I really wouldn't recommend using anything. Simply, it's not gonna improve anything. It's much likely gonna make something worse. But for the last attachment, as you can guess, don't use the bipod. That's for the long range snipers. Always go with the straight pull. Yeah, that's really all about the attachments. So for the snipers, which ones I wouldn't recommend using are the SRR-61 or the M98B, simply because these guns are meant for long range sniping. They have like an abysmal hip fire accuracy, and the rate of fire is like really more on the low side. It's already on the low side with a bolt action rifle, but these guns are like even lower than the other bolt action rifles. So I would stay away from those two. Which one I can, the ones I can recommend using though are, for example, the Gold Magnum. Gold Magnum, overall a great gun, has a great hipfire accuracy, has a great rate of fire of 63 RPM, which means you can basically shoot 2 targets. If you're good, you can shoot 2 targets in under 1 second, but that's really not gonna help you out. So the only drawback to it is that it only has a magazine size of 5 or 6. The other gun I could recommend, another gun I could recommend, is the 338 Recon. Again, has better hipfire accuracy than most of the other guns, and its muzzle velocity is pretty high, so bullets gonna travel a bit faster than most of the other guns, so you don't have to aim a lot in front of your enemy. Like if you want to hit a moving target, you don't have to aim a lot in front of him to actually hit him. Again, drawback to it is that it only has a magazine size of 5. So really you have to work around that and hope for the best. Another gun I could recommend using is the SV98. Again, great hipfire, not as much range as, for example, the 338 Recon, but this one has a bit of a positive aspect, and it has a magazine size of 10, so that's really gonna help you out. You don't have to reload that often. It also comes with a default scope of 7 times, it comes with a 7 times default scope. I really didn't like that scope at the beginning, but I think it's fine now. I worked around the differences and I really got used to it. And I think for a lot of engagements it's better than the 6 times or the 8 times. So I would try that out, stick with the standard scope. But for the next gun, I would have the gun I'm using right now in this video. It's the M40A5, one of the favorites from Battlefield 3. It's a great gun overall. Its range is pretty good, its accuracy is pretty good, its hipfire it's not as good as the other bolt action sniper rifles. It's more like the M98B. I think a bit better than the M98B still. And yeah, it has a magazine size of 10, so that's gonna really help you out, and you don't have to reload that often. But for really the best sniper rifle for the aggressive recon, I would guess is the Scout Elite, because its hipfire is just incredibly good for a bolt action sniper rifle. It has a magazine size of 6, that's a little bit of a drawback, but the other big positive aspect of it is that it shoots at 63 RPM same as the Gold Magnum, but with better hipfire accuracy. So, if you're really good at taking out targets fast, you can, like I said once again, you can take out 2 targets in under 1 second. But that's all for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope it helped you out. And this has been Veronn. I'm out. Take it easy.